Have you ever watched a Studio Ghibli film and just felt a quiet little shift happen inside you? It's more than just the stunning animation, isn't it? There's this deep, gentle wisdom baked into every frame. So in this explainer, we're going to try and distill the core philosophies of Hayao Miyazaki, basically imagining a conversation with his most beloved characters to explore a more mindful way of living. Let's get into it.
Okay, this quote right here, this is the key to everything. Miyazaki's art isn't about creating some fantasy world for us to escape to, not at all. It's more like a lens, a new pair of glasses to help us see the magic that's already here, hiding in a steaming bowl of noodles or in the way the wind rustles the leaves and all those little everyday moments we so often just rush right past. And this really gets to the heart of it. These stories aren't about some epic quest or defeating a giant villain. No, they're about a much quieter and maybe much more profound skill, the simple art of noticing. They're about characters who will kneel down to listen to a bug's heartbeat or forgive the rain for making them late. It's a practice of gentle observation and connection. So our journey starts with the first and most fundamental art of all, the art of seeing. This whole section is about changing our perception, because really, how we look at the world completely changes the world we see. It pretty much all comes down to this one question. Just think about it for a second. What's the simple thing that reawakens that sense of wonder you had when you were a kid? That feeling is exactly what we're going to explore. And this is just the perfect illustration of that first principle, right? Mei, from My Neighbor Totoro, she doesn't just see a field of grass. She sees a playmate. The world isn't some static, boring backdrop. It's a living, breathing thing that actually wants to play with us, if we're just willing to join the game. So, okay, how do we keep that childlike perspective alive? The characters kind of give us a roadmap. Kiki teaches us it's okay to try something new, even if we're scared we might fail. Satsuki shows us that caring for someone smaller, like her sister Mei, keeps love simple and pure. Ponyo reminds us to love the world loudly and with everything we've got. And Mei, she shows us the quiet power of keeping secrets with nature, of having a personal bond with the world around you. This idea moves us beyond just what our eyes can see. Miyazaki is basically telling us that the most powerful forces, things like love, trust, faith, courage, are all invisible. It's like Kiki feeling the wind just before she takes off, or Sophie seeing how love is literally transforming Howl from the inside out. It's about learning to perceive with our hearts. So, once we've started to change how we see the world, the next natural step is to look inward. And that brings us to part 2, the gentle art of being. This is all about how we navigate our own journey, our work, and our dreams. This is such a critical distinction in Miyazaki's world. See, perfection is a dead end. It's rigid, it's lifeless, and it's always craving applause. But sincerity is alive. It's about loving the work itself, not the praise you get for it. It's the wobbly lines in a drawing, the little smudges that prove you tried. A sincere creation, as Jiro from The Wind Rises might say, actually breathes. And what about our dreams? Well, for characters like Porco Rosso or Jiro, dreams are not an escape. They are deeply, deeply connected to reality, with all of its dirt and noise and grief. A dream that can't be built, a dream that doesn't have its feet on the ground. It's just air. The true dreams, they give us roots, and they remind us why life is worth the struggle. Failure is gonna happen, but Miyazaki reframes it so beautifully. First, when we fall, the ground isn't our enemy. It's there to catch us so we can learn something. Second, you know that shame you feel when you stumble? Kiki teaches us that if you just laugh at yourself first, you take away all its power. And finally, learning to rise? It's all about forgiving yourself and trusting the wind again, just like Kiki had to do after she lost her magic. Okay, for our final section, we're going to zoom out. We've looked at how we see and how we are, and now we're going to explore the gentle art of connecting, which is all about our place in the bigger ecosystem of community and nature. This quote from Ashitaka in Princess Mononoke is just incredibly profound. He realizes his role isn't to pick a side in a fight. It's to stand in that difficult, messy space between two opposing forces, holding both the anger and the love, and just trying to find some balance. Understanding isn't about being right, it's about holding space for complexity. So how do we actually do that? The characters give us some wisdom. Sophie reminds us to listen for the pain that's hiding behind someone's anger. Ashitaka offers peace before trying to prove his point. San learns that everyone, even herself, is a little bit wrong. And Pazu shows us that when you build something together, side by side, conflict often just fades away.
This is not some naive, happy-go-lucky philosophy. Miyazaki fully understands the pain, the despair, the heartbreak of the world. But he suggests that it's within that very brokenness that we find the reasons to keep going, to keep caring, to keep mending. It's the new green shoots rising from the ashes, just like Ashitaka saw, that make the effort worthwhile.
So, what does this all add up to? If we were to distill these three arts into a final, personal message from Miyazaki, it might sound a little something like this.
It all starts with this simple, foundational truth. The world isn't a machine, it's not a resource, it's a living, breathing being.
And it has an invitation out for you. It's not asking for much. It's just asking for you to slow down, to pay attention, to notice its quiet magic.
The message is to let go of that constant pressure to be flawless, because perfection can make you pretty lonely. But sincerity, your honest, imperfect effort, that is what truly connects you to others and to the world.
And here it is, the core of it all. You don't have to change the world in some grand, heroic way. The most powerful act, the most needed contribution, is simply to care.
And that, right there, is the ultimate takeaway. Caring isn't a passive feeling, it is an act of creation. It's how we participate in the world's beauty and help it heal. So, what's one small thing you're going to choose to care for today?